Hey, happy Thursday. Thanks for joining us on this Thursday afternoon for your lunchtime forecast. I'm meteorologist Taylor Cox, and today we're talking about Gulf storms returning for the weekend. So showers and storms are returning to the Gulf shores. The risks are pretty low here. I think we could see some very minor flooding, but for the most part, I think that we're going to stay pretty low with those risks. Monitoring the Gulf, now we've got the East Atlantic really active with a Cat 3, almost Cat 4 hurricane and a tropical storm, but could the West catch up? Could the Gulf catch up? So like the Atlantic on the east side, pretty active, the west side, pretty quiet right now. We'll take a look at that. And then of course we are staying hot and dry. This is what's going to impact most people as we head into October. Warm, seasonably warm temperatures and dry conditions, and I'll show you exactly who is expecting the driest conditions over the next few days. Taking a look at yesterday's storm reports, very quiet. We mentioned it's going to be dry and warm over the next few days, so that doesn't mean a ton of storms. We saw a little bit of rain out there, especially down in Florida. We can take a look at your 24-hour rainfall totals here. That's about it. Tampa does not need any more rain. I know that. Unfortunately, it does look like we're going to continue to get rain through the weekend as well. And they got a little bit of rain yesterday, nothing too impressive, maybe an inch or half an inch across the southern to eastern side of Tampa. Hey, I have a really quick and fun announcement before we get into the forecast. You can win OU Texas tickets by rating our app on the Apple or Google Play Store. I think this is so much fun. OU Texas, first year in the SEC, you can win 2 tickets to the game. It'll be a raffle drawing, so here's what you need to do. Go to the App Store. If you don't have the Hail Trace app already, download that and then give us a rating on the Apple or Google Play Store. That will put you into a raffle drawing, and then we'll make that drawing next week because the game is literally in, what is it, like 9 days from now? 7, 8, 9 days, one of those. The winners will be announced on our social media next week, so make sure that you are following our social media for more information on that raffle, and then of course to see the winners. This is such a fun event. I wish I could participate, but I'm excited to see you guys do those reviews. Okay, let's take a look at your forecast for today. Right now, you can see that we've got a front not doing too much through the middle of the U.S. We've got a little bit of an area of higher cape in this area. However, storms are going to really struggle to go up in this area, so I think we're going to stay dry and severe clear through the central plains. Dry across the New England states right now. Few showers once again down in Florida, and you can kind of see these showers and storms just off the Gulf Coast right now starting to creep up to land, to the shoreline there. So that's what we're going to be monitoring today. Farther out to the west, we're staying pretty warm and dry. Got a few showers up to the northern plains and into the Midwest, and then we're pretty dry across the southern portion of the U.S. as well. All right, who's the warmest right now? We like to play this game back in the summer, and it was always Las Vegas. And now that I'm looking at the temperatures, oh, nope, Houston. Houston is the warmest right now. 88 in Houston, just barely beating Las Vegas by 1 degree. 85 here in Oklahoma City, 86 in Dallas, much cooler and fall-like in the 50s and 60s farther to the north. Now, we have not gotten that notification that it's fall yet. It's still in the 80s here in Chandler, 90 degrees in Stillwater, 86 in Dallas, 89 in Denton. It's hard to know what to wear. What do you put in your closet whenever you want to wear fall-like clothes, but it's 90 degrees out there? No? Just a problem I have? Okay. We've got showers and storms, we've got high cape, as I mentioned earlier, farther down to the central plains. However, I think that storms are going to struggle extremely to form in this area. I think we're going to stay dry in this area today. Those showers and storms are going to be farther up to the north into the Midwest, where that cape is lower, where that instability is lower, and I do not think we're going to see anything severe out of that. Once again, seeing those showers and storms down into Florida and across the Gulf as well. Let's get to that hail map. You know, you need storms to get hail. And unfortunately, our storm risk today, very, very low. So of course, that means your hail risk today, also very low. I don't think we're going to see storms in that area. where we are popping up some significant hail. I think where we are going to see showers and storms is a little bit farther up to the north and into the Midwest. No significant hail expected for today. This is like a week now that I've used this map. No significant hail expected today. We've had a very, very consistent type of forecast whenever it comes to hail over the past week. We've been focusing on more of the tropics, and that's actually what we're seeing today is just a few more showers and storms, nothing severe down on the Gulf Coast. And then I think we've got, there you go, another area to see showers and storms across the Midwest and in the Mississippi Valley, the upper Mississippi Valley here. I think if we see any hazards out of this, it won't be that hail risk today. It'll be the wind hazard, about 30 to 50 miles an hour. So that is below severe threshold. It's something that oftentimes you may not even notice from some of these showers and storms. Maybe a little bit of lightning, maybe a bit of thunder. You know the drill here. When it roars, go indoors. We've got a few showers trying to pop up down in Tennessee, but other than that, the bulk of our rain is going to be coming anywhere from the eastern side of Texas, right along the Gulf shores here, all the way through Florida, not only today, but also through this weekend as well. I think it'll be a very consistent forecast, not only today, but also into Friday and Saturday, where the rain and most of our rainfall across the U.S. just comes right along the shoreline here. Let's take you out to the tropics. Let's get an update on the Atlantic, which is pretty active through the central and eastern side of the Atlantic here. We have a Category 3 hurricane right now, Kirk. We're so close. We're like 5-6 miles per hour off from that Category 4 hurricane. So we're very close to seeing that intensification here. Going to the north, tracking into some cooler waters eventually, and starting to weaken back into that Category 3 hurricane. It is expected to turn back the other way. Kirk got a look at the U.S. and said, I don't want to mess with it. It's going back the other way. I'm just kidding here. I did want to show you though, zooming out here, here's New York, there's Maryland. You can see farther off to the east, it's turning back up to the north and out to the east. It's weakening as it gets into some of these cooler waters, but it is a really impressive storm. The nice thing is that it's not expected to make landfall anytime soon. It's not expected to make landfall, especially as that major Category 4 hurricane. Here's Leslie. Leslie is our most recent named storm, named yesterday. A tropical storm right now, however, following a very similar pattern to what Kirk is doing. So you can see that track farther up to the north, taking a northwest pattern right now, but eventually that northern pattern later on in its track, Category 1 over the next 24 to 48 hours here, Category 2 as we head into early next week. So it is expecting to strengthen as we head into the next few days here. That's Leslie. Again, that's way out. I'll show you that again. Ready? Way out in the ocean, okay? Nowhere close to the U.S. What is close to the U.S.? What are we watching for here? So this is our area that we are keeping an eye on over the next 7 days. Over the next 2 days, 0% chance of tropical formation. However, over the next 7 days, we have a 30% chance for tropical formation right in the heart of the Gulf. Now, what we're watching for here is something to be spinning, something to pop up. What we had yesterday is we had a 40% chance of tropical formation. Now the National Hurricane Center has dropped that down to a 30% chance. So we'll keep an eye on it for you. This will be really interesting to see if we can get anything to form out in the Gulf. Alrighty, 5-day rain chances here. As I mentioned earlier, where are we getting the bulk of our rain? That'll be down in the Gulf. You can see all of that rain coming in, especially in Florida, where we could see 3 to 5 inches, and the southern side of Florida, including Tampa, which we definitely don't need any more rain in that area. It looks like we are going to have a pretty soggy weekend ahead. A few more showers and storms farther up the East Coast as well, but the rest of us are staying pretty dry. Who has the highest likelihood to stay below average for their rainfall over the next 10 days here? The Midwest up into Chicago, really high likelihood here for below average rainfall. Actually, this is the case for most of the U.S., where we're seeing that below average rainfall trend, that dry trend over the next few days. What about our temperatures? Well, we're going to play that game. who is the hottest on the map quite often over the next few days, because we have 80s, 90s, holy moly, record temperatures and close to record-breaking temperatures farther down into Arizona and Southern California. We've got 96 up in San Jose there. So yes, it's going to be warm as we head into the end of this week and this weekend. Actually, this trend, this warm trend, looks very consistent through a good portion of the month of October. Farther up to the north, we're starting to get into those fall-like temperatures. We've got the 60s on here, 63 in Bismarck, 63 in Minneapolis on Sunday. That's nice. That's football weather there. I can see your comments on the screen. Thanks for watching today, Kevin. We appreciate you jumping on here. For everyone else who's watching at home, if you want to let us know where you're watching from, we can kind of tailor the forecast to where you are. Are you in Oklahoma City? We can say it's going to be hot and dry through the weekend. Are you up in Denver, where we can say the lows on Monday morning will be in the 50s and 60s? Either way, wherever you are across the country, warmer temperatures, as I mentioned, through the middle of October. Billings, Denver, in that path for the highest likelihood for temperatures above normal. However, if you head farther out to the east, your temperatures will feel a little bit more fall-like, below average, as we head into the middle of October. Alrighty, thanks for following us, or thanks for watching today. Make sure you hit that follow button. As I mentioned, we are going to be doing a lot more on social media, including announcing more details on those OU Texas tickets. And then, of course, we'll keep you updated on all things tropics, all things weather over the next few days. We actually have something really fun planned for tomorrow. We'll be doing our forecast not from the studio. We'll be out on location tomorrow, so that'll be really fun. Make sure you stay tuned for that. Alrighty, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and Threads, or you can give us a call if you're interested in any of our hail, wind, or tornado maps at 855-334-4245, or email us at info@hailtrace.com. Head over to our website, hailtrace.com. We appreciate you hopping on here today. We'll see you back here actually in a different place. I won't be on the green screen tomorrow, but you can watch where you're watching from right now. Same time, same place tomorrow.